G'day everyone, Mark Fernandez here with another video, and today I am on my way to the Department of Transport in my brand new car. I need to do the paperwork for it. I just need to submit it and then the car will officially be mine. Welcome back again, guys. It's Mark Fernandez here, and I'm going to try and give you the best audio I can, and I am doing this at night because it's actually been so hot in Cairns that my cameras have been shutting down. Even my GoPro has been shutting down in the heat. So I'm filming this at night. Hopefully it's not too hot now and my cameras won't shut down. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a rundown of the car and how it sits now, and a little bit of the story behind how I came to purchase it. I will also do a little bit of a walk around as well with a bit of a voiceover so you guys can get a full exterior look of the car. So let's start with the car itself, just in general. It's a 2012 Subaru WRX. It has a 265 horsepower engine, which we'll hear now hopefully for you guys at home. The 2.5 litre boxer engine that comes with them, stock, is really punchy, has great torque, and the turbo makes really nice noises, even from stock. Now, let's get into a little bit about the specifics of this car. This car in particular drew my attention because I was looking for a WRX between about 2005 to about 2009, thinking that I could get a pretty good deal on the less popular ones. Now, this one came up for a good price. I purchased it, and the main thing that drew my attention to it was the fact that it was completely stock. No exhaust, no intakes, nothing. Completely stock. The guy that I bought it from, he actually bought it from his friend, and his friend had purchased it from the guy who owned it from the very beginning. Now, there are heaps of documents and heaps of receipts. The mileage is well documented. The service history is incredible. He's got, for basically every service, he's got a record for, so full logbook, and the engine has got, at this point, 196,000 kilometers on it. And it feels amazing. The engine feels so strong. At the lights, there's a nice rumble to it. It pulls strong, and I had a compression test done on it before I purchased it, which came back as normal. In terms of the exterior, I will do a walk around video during the daytime, and I will do a voice over that. So if you want to find out what that looks like, just stick around towards the end. In terms of the interior, I will get some footage of that as well. But generally the interior is in really good condition. It's an 8-year-old car, it's not going to be perfect. However, the leather has no signs of wear. Something that I was looking for in particular, something that I find a lot of, is that on cars even that aren't that old, 5 years old, there's a lot of wear on these leather seats and just on the door trims as well. But in this car, didn't have any of that. There are some little scratches here and there, but that's to be expected. For a car that's 8 years old and that has done nearly 200,000 kilometers. One thing that I really like about this car sitting here now is it does have a hill assist, so even if you're on a little bit of an incline, it will hold in the brake for you just a little bit until you can release the clutch and go, which is quite nice. And I should also say that it is a manual as well. So we get a little bit of a pull here. Another thing as well that you'll find on the walk around is that it has tinting, and very dark tinting, which is nice. Now, this is the premium version. I'm not exactly sure all of the things that come with the premium version, but some of the obvious things that stand out is a nice speaker system. I think it's got something like a 10 speaker system. It also has a sunroof, and it also has satellite navigation. So those are some of the things that I know come with the car if you get the premium package. It wasn't advertised as a premium package car, but I am glad that there's just those little extras in there. I'm going to answer a couple of questions that you guys have now. So one of the questions was, have I gotten rid of my Nissan Navara? No, I haven't. This car will not and cannot replace my Nissan Navara. My Nissan Navara can go places that this can't, okay? So the other side of that as well is that this car can do things that my Navara can't, such as going fast and cornering well. Now, in terms of the plans that I have for this car, so many people have been asking me, what do I want to do with this car? Now, when I say people have been asking me, I know this is the first YouTube video that I'm making on the car, so how could people possibly ask me? But in person, people have been asking me, what am I doing with this second car? What am I doing with the WRX? Up here in Cairns and in Australia, actually, we run these events. I don't run them, but events are run, and they're called Targa events. And basically what you do is, it depends on what leg you're doing, depends on what location you're up to, and they run basically over the period of 3 to 5, 6 days. They run different races, so there's different legs on each day, and you basically get to rip around on a closed road. And my plan for this car is that I will be racing this in the Cairns Targa next year. That's the ultimate plan. There's a long way to get to that. I need to do things like roll cages. I need to improve the suspension. I need to improve the brakes. There's a long list of things that I need to do to get this car ready for that. For the short-term goals, I'm just trying to get to know the car and give it a good clean first. Then I'll have to do the 200 kilometer service, the 200,000 kilometer service, I should say, which is quite a big one. Now, I have done a video which will come out on detailing the car. So the videos that I will show you over the top of this are going to be the car detailed. That took me quite a while, so the next thing that I have to do is the interior of this car. And that will be another video coming out again, because I'm quite particular about the way that my cars are. Not too much with the four-wheel drive, but definitely with my performance cars, I like to keep them nice and clean. And I have a particular way of doing things as well. People that know me know that I'm a particular person. Everything must have a place, and in this car I am going to be quite particular about how it looks and how clean it is. So I think that just about concludes the in-car clip. I will be doing a walk-around clip straight after this, so we'll get straight into that. And basically I just want to document what the car looks like now, so we can go back later on and have a look at the changes that it's gone through. Moving now to the outside of the vehicle, and we'll start at the front. The front section has quite a lot of stone chips on it from the high kilometers that it has done, especially on the highway, and there's a few little scratches as well. There are some small imperfections, such as the headlight washer cap is missing and the air vent keeps popping out. One thing I didn't mention in the previous clips was this car has HID headlights, and it gives a really nice bright light and gives excellent visibility at night time. Moving around the car, we can see that in the passenger door here, there is a small ding towards the bottom of the door, but the exterior otherwise is pretty well perfect. Moving around to the rear section now, and it's only got a small spoiler at the top there, which needs to be replaced with a much larger one for sure. Exhausts are all stock, as you can see, no scratches on the back bumper. There were a few marks in that which I was able to get off in the exterior video, which I will be uploading next week. Here's a nice shot of the outside of the vehicle. Again, this side's really clean. And let's have a look at these wheels now. Brakes are brand new in the rear, and there is some gutter rash on pretty much every one of the wheels that we have. Moving around to the other side towards the front, again, headlights are a little bit cloudy, things to do with age, but also too, missing that right side of the window cowling, so that's the passenger side, so that needs to be fixed as well. Moving to the interior, and you can see that there are the leather seats there with my shopping in the back, but also too, I've got a little odor remover in there because there's quite a strong fragrance in there that I'm trying to remove. The inside's quite nice. I like the colors that they've chosen on the interior, which I'll go over at a later date, tell you the 5 things that I like. I'll do a video on that shortly. And you'll also notice as I move into the vehicle here that there are Bluetooth microphones as well on both sides, both on the driver's side and on the passenger side. And I believe they only come stock with the premium version as well. Some wearing there on the gear knobs, with also as well just some grime and build up in those buttons as well. So those need to be fixed and that needs to be cleaned. High contact areas such as where elbows rest and that, it's quite obvious to see that there is a little bit of wear and tear on the vehicle. Now I'm going to leave you guys with the sound clip of how the car sounds idling at stock, because I don't think that that exhaust is going to remain stock for very long. So thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you guys next week where we'll be doing an exterior detail of this vehicle.